Ladies and gentlemen, it is time that everybody in the Black community have a talk with your children about these demons making random, bogus phone calls on Black people. It doesn't matter if you are a man, woman, and child in this society. One of these deputized cell phone bandits are going to call the police for no reason. Now we have a 12-year-old. He is just trying to cut grass so that he can have some money. And someone turned around and called the cops. See, when they tell you to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, ladies and gentlemen, they really don't mean that at all. They want the Black community dependent on them. If they could make all of us destitute, they would definitely make the attempt to do it. But see, many of us have things going on in our lives where we don't have to 100% depend on them for anything, and they hate that shit. They want us groveling and begging, and they be at our mercy. And it's just not, we're at their mercy, and it's just not going to happen. Many of us refuse to be at their mercy. But once again, here we go with the bogus phone call to the police. And you know what? Thanks to this video going viral, he got even more business in his neighborhood. Good for him. So, luckily, many of these calls are backfiring on them. And these Black children are making out just like the little girl that had the police called when she was trying to sell water, and Permit Patty was trying to demand to see her permit. Ladies and gentlemen, this goes right back to the days of them coming up to us talking about where's your papers. White people are under the impression that Black people need to be producing documents to them. No, we don't have to do that. We don't have to produce nothing to show them. But I'm going to go ahead and play this video, ladies and gentlemen.
Why are you calling the police on a 12-year-old that's out here cutting grass?
Stick with us on this one, because 12-year-old Reggie Fields, pictured right there, is running his own business this summer in Maple Heights.
He's cutting lawns and cleaning up yards, and that's what he was doing the other day when someone called 911 asking police to make him stop. Only on News 5, our Tara Molina is joining us live right now. And Tara, you learned that call actually ended up backfiring on the people behind it.
Danita, pretty silly stuff here, but it sure did. And over a piece of grass about this big. At first, this discouraged that young man, but that one call helped him get more business than he could have ever imagined. Determination in his eyes and his posture.
He is very motivated.
With a lawnmower almost as big as he is. 12-year-old Reginald Field is on his toes, doing business.
I'm having fun at the same time cutting.
His new business, Mr. Reggie's lawn cutting service.
I like just being out the house.
And with several helping hands and his cousins, brothers, and sisters, this group is up with the sun every day, working the neighborhood. And it's been smooth cutting this summer, until an incident a couple days ago. A new crew pulling up at Miss Lucille's house, where they were working for the first time. Maple Heights police.
They said I was cutting their grass, but I didn't know it.
Lucille told me she quickly learned the neighbors called to complain.
They said that the kids cut their grass.
Claiming the group cut a section of their property and were in their yard. Yes, called police on children cutting grass. Reggie said he was discouraged for a minute.
I was like, that's a shame, because I didn't know.
But no longer than that, because the post Lucille put on Facebook about what happened ended up with thousands of views, hundreds of shares.
I guess I have like a line where part of it is not my yard. They called the police to tell the police that the kids was cutting their grass.
And now Mr. Reggie is getting a lot of support for his new business from people seeing this and wanting to make sure he's never discouraged again.
People are, inboxing me like, how can I get in touch with these children? Where are they at? I got property that I even want these kids to, to cut their grass.
His lesson learned, no matter what life throws at you, just keep pushing, just keep moving.
Just give me a call. I will be there on time.
Something tells me Mr. Reggie's going to be getting a lot more calls tonight, but he, his siblings, and his cousins are already hearing from folks all over the city. This is certainly growing their business. He told me he's trying to raise some more money to expand it even more. As for that neighbor who called the cops, they called our station, but they didn't want to go on camera. Reporting live in Maple Heights tonight, Tara Molina, News 5.
That's a damn shame. Who the hell calls the police because your grass got cut? Shit probably needed to get cut. And good for him. It's good to see the entrepreneur spirit in our children. It is really good to see that, because this is something that many of our Black children are going to have to consider in this society. And I'm glad to see this. I'm glad they take the initiative to do something. Know that neighbor did not want to go on camera because they know how petty that phone call was. It was petty as hell. And should never have happened. But see, ladies and gentlemen, these are the same people that are insisting that you are the criminal. But you notice all of these phone calls have nothing to do with violence. None of their phone calls, even when you go back and look at the slave codes, it don't have anything to do with violence, but putting laws in place and just keeping Black people in a state of oppression. That's what it's all about. It's not even about violence even centuries ago. And as you can see, these folks believe that the police are there to keep us in check. The police are there to keep our children in check, and they can call anytime, day or night, and get the cops to come out and handle us. And I agree with the other YouTubers when they say they are only making these calls to try to get us either beaten or killed by the cops. These are all white supremacists or whiteism. And what they're trying to do is get us harmed. Plain and simple. There is no other reason for these phone calls except for them wanting those cops to come out, jump on us, and kill us or beat us in front of them so they can get off on it. We are around some really sick ass people. Keep your kids away from them. Teach your kids what's going on. Don't let them get caught by surprise by these bogus deputized phone calls that these people are making. Make sure they understand it is a sickness within them, not your child, not the Black community. The sickness is in the person making the phone call. They got the problem. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. If you can support my channel, please do. It's deeply appreciated. Peace, family.